What up, y'all?
From the east to the west coast, two friends who laugh the most. One's the fire, one's the wave. 2 points of view colliding here on stage. On vibe, Tash and Chad. Tash and Chad. Hey. Tune in, I feel alive. Tash and Chad. Feel the beat, let it thrive. Tash and Chad. Oh, oh, oh.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It's Tash and Chad live. Unfortunately, Tasha is a little tardy. Let's just say that this evening. Shout out to everybody on IG. Shout out to everybody in the room, on the chat, on YouTube. What up? Cheryl, what's up? Salt is in the building. I see you. Big timer. Let's run that intro back right quick. It's the brand new intro. Tash and Chad live. Produced by no other.
From the east to the west coast, two friends who laugh the most. One's the fire, one's the wave. 2 points of view colliding here on stage. On vibe.
Shout out to everybody.
Tash and Chad.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Tash and Chad. Hey. Tune in, I feel alive. Tash and Chad. Feel the beat, let it thrive. Tash and Chad. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Happy Sunday to everybody. We made it to another show. Another show. Shout again to everybody on IG that's tuned in. Just as a quick reminder, you like that song? Thank you. Just as a quick reminder, we are on YouTube now. Our home is on YouTube, so it's Tash and Chad live on YouTube. So much better, vibe over here. But again, shout out to everybody who chooses not to come over here. So the issue is that we really can't participate in the comments as easy as we can over here. But we kind of glance over every time. Well, not every time. We try to glance as much as possible. So don't, criticize us or get mad at us when we can't or don't answer, because we're not really watching it, to be honest. We're really on the YouTube side, watching the YouTube comments. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Tasha's, she's definitely coming. She's just running a little bit behind. I don't know. Rumor has it there's a friend in town. I don't know if this was the delay or not. I'm just putting it out there though. I'm just putting it out there that, she's a little late. And I don't know if it's that. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure, but it could be. I'm just saying it could be. Had a great weekend this weekend. All week actually. Most of you guys know my brother was in town. My sister was in town. They came in from Florida, and we did a little family time. I went live yesterday while we were having a little brunch with my mother. The entire family, the Fabulous Five, were together. We don't really get together that often because everybody's spread, but we did have the opportunity to spend some time together, and it's always a really special time, for family to kind of get together. We didn't really share Thanksgiving together, and I don't know what Christmas is like, so But again, shout out to my entire family, the Taylors, the Elliots, the Fosters. Cousin Ron was in the building, surprised me. So shout out to Ron Lewis, the Nomad photographer. Is that his new tag name now? Uh, my cousin is an amazing individual, man. I really have I am beyond blessed with my family, my siblings, my extended family, my cousins. Just amazing, amazing individuals. Um, so shout out to all of them. Oh, I don't know. It looks like I have a visitor or something. Let me check in right quick and just kind of see what's happening. Uh, oh, look.
What foolishness are you talking about?
Hmm.
What foolishness are you talking about today?
Wouldn't you like to know? So nice of you to join us.
There's a visitor in town. Shut your ass up, boy. I swear.
So nice of you to show up to your show. It's a pleasant surprise. It's a pleasant.
Let me explain something to you.
Pleasant.
There was a situation happening, and it surprised me. Okay, I don't have makeup on. I don't need anybody judging me. Judge your mama. Just be glad I freaking made it. Okay. Now, I don't know what you was talking about. I don't even know if you started the show on time.
I feel really bright over. Hold on. I got way too much light going on to be sitting up here next to you. So let me just.
Yeah, I'm purposely low.
And get rid of some light.
Yeah, this is on purpose because I don't have any makeup on, and we're not about to highlight how dark my under eye circles are. Okay, this is why the hat is like this. Everything is strategic.
You know what? This is already starting off to be a very strange and interesting show. And I think I'm just going to sit back. Oh, there you go with your little clear. Turn it on.
Shut up.
Go ahead, turn it on. I'm just going to sit and I'm going to kind of just, flow. I'm a Pisces, upstream, downstream. I'm just going to flow with this one. I'm just going to let you, as they say in the hood, rock out with your bob out.
Hold on one second. What?
Okay. So, yeah. Like I was saying, had a really amazing time with the family. I do want to take a second. Let me see if I can pull this right quick. I do want to share something. I actually had like a huge technical issue. Power went out in my studio and I was kind of lost in the sauce for a second.
Today?
I literally minutes before the show started.
That's probably why I didn't hear from you.
No.
Before we get started.
No. That's not why you didn't hear from me. Because I was waiting for you.
Okay? Oh, because you were probably over there thinking like, oh, she's probably the whole time I'm over here doing assignments.
I hear you.
You have my actual location. You have my real, like you literally, like if someone were to say to you, where is Tosh right now? You'd be like, oh, hold on, I'll tell you.
No, I don't know. And she keeps telling the world that I have her locations. She's sharing this and sharing that, but that's never really truly the facts.
Chad, you have my location. You know you have my location. You're acting like you don't. But when I look to see who all I'm sharing locations with, guess who's on the list? Chad.
That's cute.
So you can lie all you want, but what we're gonna do right now, shout out to the room, everybody. Chad, let's start the show.
Hey.
From the east to the west coast, two friends who laugh the most. One's the fire, one's the way. 2 points of view colliding. One stay, one vibe. Tash and Chad. Tash and Chad. Tune in, I feel alive. Tash and Chad. Feel the beat, let it thrive. Tash and Chad. Oh, oh, oh.
That's an absolute vibe.
That is a vibe. I cannot tell a lie.
That is an absolute vibe.
It is.
So shout out to the room, everybody. It is Sunday. It's Sunday, December 7th.
How you feeling?
I'm definitely feeling better. I hope I sound better. I'm still completely dehydrated. And it's been a fight to hydrate properly, because when you start feeling better, you want to just take on a whole bunch of things that, things that you haven't done, the blah, the but, the but, the and then the kids and the tournament, you know what I'm saying? And so I can't always find, like, I've had some near misses, and it's very embarrassing when you laugh or cough and a little pee-pee comes out, and it's like, fuck. So I'm trying to hydrate.
You really talk like that is a normal thing. Now, maybe it's a new norm because you are in your 40s.
I don't know what's going on, man. Did you sidebar, did you get my link? Is it too late?
Oh, you sent me something. Did you?
I did.
Something you want me to use?
No, nothing to use. It's just for me to activate.
Oh, okay. Where'd you send it, Tosh?
Your text.
Why did you? I keep telling you don't send it through text.
Okay. So what would you like for me to do right now?
You would have to send it to the email.
Okay. I'll email it to you. Okay. So anyhow, so I don't know if it's a normal thing. I feel like it started like 2 years ago, and I had to use the bathroom one day really, really bad. And it's not good to hold. However, sometimes we do it out of necessity, and it's like we're out, we can't catch a bathroom break, whatever. And all I remember is I almost pee-peed myself completely. Or did I? I think I peed myself. And I was embarrassed, and I was all by myself. It wasn't in public. I barely made it home. Did I pee myself? I think so. And I was very heartbroken because I thought there was something wrong with me. So I called my doctor, and my doctor laughed at me and basically told me that it happens. And, they had to check to make sure, like, okay, is everything okay? And everything was fine. And it was just like, oh, you're 39.
Oh, I was waiting for that part. So should you be wearing some sort of diaper?
No. I did pee myself one day, right? No, don't say that loud.
Where is this going?
Okay, why did I ask you? Put it down right here. Put it down.
This is just gone.
Okay, thank you. My mic wasn't muted. I just need you to like nod your head or something. I don't think they heard you though.
Just act normal.
Yeah. So anyway, hello.
Hey.
I sent it to you. So
okay.
Incontinence, the gift that no one wants. It is so horrible. So I started reaching out to my vintage friends because I'm like, what does this mean? And they were like, oh, are you 40 yet? And I'm like, almost. And they're like, oh, that's normal. Don't laugh. Don't sneeze. Don't. And so today, right before the show, So my kids' bathroom, their plumbing is very bad, and so they like using my bathroom because it's just faster, and who wants to deal with a toilet clogged, or you know what I'm saying? So that bathroom has been in and out of operation. So my older son gets home from hanging out with his girlfriend, and it's like I sent my younger one in there, and I'm like, "Dude, can you tell him I have to use the restroom before Tosh and Chad?" So he goes, "Okay, cool." Well, he gets out of the toilet room and then he goes into the shower. And I'm like, how inconsiderate is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tosh and Chad's about to start. So I'm like, okay, maybe he just wants to take like the quickest shower to, you know what I'm saying? He goes into the shower and he has a whole full-on concert. He's just in there singing and vibing. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? And the time is going, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, let me just get up because I was doing some work. So I'm like, let me get up and go and get myself put together, get out of my onesie pajamas, and you know what I'm saying? Look like a person.
Mm.
And
Sounds complicated.
I coughed and I almost peed myself. Like a little pee-pee came out. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
So, like there's a mirror in front of where I was standing, and I like crossed my legs really quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? To like almost like, when you take a hose and you like bend it, like I could imagine that's what I was doing with my legs. Like I had to just kind of cut the cord a little bit. Cause I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So then I'm like, hey, get out. Hello, get out. But then I don't know what happens because the closer I got to the toilet, it felt like I was gonna completely stream down my legs. Ew.
Wow.
I don't like this side of life.
Wow.
Now I'm really never gonna get a man.
Wow.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, but I made it.
Uh,
Barely.
I want to take a second.
Take 5.
Take 5 seconds. I want to take a second and hold on for a second. Let me just pull this up. I'm not sure how this is gonna work because I'm doing it after the fact. So
Shout out to the room, everybody.
okay, I just want to take a second, and I want to say rest in peace to Albert Dean. This is Joaquin and Darren and TD, Siobhan, and Paul Dean's, Swiss's uncles and aunts. This is their father, Swiss's grandfather, Albert Dean, who passed away a few days ago. This was an amazing, amazing man. He was a pillar in the community. He has roots that are embedded into so much of Black history and growth in the New York area. He's very tight relations with Muhammad Ali and just so many public figures. And he was such an important part of Rough Riders story in my life as well. Like he really we just really connected, and he always had such regard for me and showed me so much love and trust and that just went so much or so far within the family, right? Because you got to keep in mind that this family, um, you know, their history is just deeply embedded into the street and the politics and community, and newcomers come around, they're not really embraced that well. And he embraced me and just took me under his wing and just gave us so much light and and he's gonna be just sorely missed. Sorely missed. So I just want to say rest in peace to the L. Oddly enough, Wah, which is L's son and Swiss's uncle, he calls me L. Right? He's never called me Chad. He's always called me L. For Elliot. But whenever he said it, it always made me feel like it was some way of sending me a salute in regard to his father, and it just I don't know, it was something that just I connected to as well. But again, I just want to send my condolences to the family, to Swizzy, to all of his grandkids, grandma, just everybody, man. I love y'all dearly, and I'm here for y'all, and I will see you soon.
That's very special, and my deepest condolences to the entire Dean family and to you, Chad, as well.
Thank you.
When it's so hard when our elders pass away, it's coming, but you don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
So that's a big loss,
That is a big loss. Very, very, very big loss. So, moving right along. Again, staying with family for a second. You got a second? You got a second?
I think so. I think I've got a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let me just do this right quick.
What exactly are you doing?
I just want to show this.
Shout out to everybody. Wherever you're.
I got to show this picture, man.
Oh boy.
Look at this picture.
Is that mommy?
That is my mother.
Ooh la la. Oh, what's she doing?
I mean,
what is happening? Look at all that hair. She still has so much hair.
Look how beautiful my mother is. Look how elegant.
I want to zoom. I want to
I can't. I wish I could.
Ooh.
But I can't.
She looks good. I wonder what she's doing. Is she painting a nail or?
It's one of the things that I remember so vividly about my mother is just always keeping herself done.
Oh, you know what? I can see it closer over here. She's painting her nails.
Yeah. Yeah, she's painting her nails.
Look at her.
Look at her. Stunning.
Gorgeous.
So obviously, as a family got together this weekend, my mother has, she's got a library of pictures.
Oh yeah.
And she's always pulling some things out, and they're always circulating. But this was something that I was like, wow, this was
stunning.
Like,
I need you guys to blow this up and put it in a frame. Maybe what would be nice is if you could duplicate it so you don't touch the original. You know what I'm saying? And cut, almost like concentrate it a little bit and blow that up.
Well, what's dope about today's technology is that you really can take these older pictures and give them new life.
Oh, look at these.
It's the gang. The gang is all there.
People.
So you got my brother on what's crazy is that we have a picture very similar to this. When we take pictures, this is kind of how it always is framed.
Yeah.
But that's obviously my brother Rob on the far left, my sister Donna, who is going to be 70 years old.
Donna looks so good.
Donna looks amazing.
Yes.
She's going to be 70 years old. Then there's my beautiful mother in the middle, my sister Elaine to the side, my other sister Liz, and then
I love how Elaine and mommy are like moving over. You remember back in the day, you would have to like scooch in to try to get like in the viewfinder, and it's like, no, just right there.
Just act normal.
Just act normal. This is not. I love this picture. So it's like almost like you and Rob are the protectors.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I love this picture.
Definitely are. All right, I'm gonna share one more, and then we can get on with the show. Okay.
This is very pretty. I like that. God, you look so nice, like a little schoolboy.
Oh yeah.
You look so adorable.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, it's Cousin Ron.
Look at Cousin.
cousin Ron.
Look at Cuzzo. Shout to cousin Ron. Surprised me. I did not.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a great time. You know, Ron has such. I think he probably has some of the best memories of our childhood.
Oh.
He kind of like sparks it, and then everybody else jumps in. You know, Donna will start chiming in, and then oh yeah, I remember this. I remember. And then,
Right.
you know, but his memory is. I mean, he is so. You know, he's a detail oriented person. So
he's the family
historian.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he is. He definitely is. But shout to Cuzzo. Like I said, we had a really, really amazing.
Chad, I like your smile. I love your smile. I really like your smile in that photo. Put it back. Can you? Is it too much? Oh, forget it.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Your smile is so cute in that photo. You're such a cutie patootie. I swear to God.
Let's go to news, and then we can. There you go. How's that? Shout out to my brother Rob in the building. I think my sister Liz is in here somewhere. Elaine's in here somewhere.
Hey, family.
Did you just put your glasses on?
I've had it on.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Hey. It's just the the evolution of life. I get it.
Shut up. Shout out to the whole family watching. Please, somebody tell him to leave me alone and behave.
Anyway.
Thank you, Rob. This is my incognito. I'm wearing no makeup. I got to do my hair. Maybe I should put my hair a little bit like this so I could look a little bit more stylish.
Mm-hmm.
Now I look like I just put an animal on my shoulder. Hold on, let me. How does this look? Do I look a little better? I look like I'm fixing a pet. Not sure what.
What's
maybe a beaver? Huh?
What's his name?
Rasta.
That's a cute name, actually.
It was my cousin's dog who passed away. Now that I think about it, huh?
I would actually name my dog Rasta. That's a dope name.
It is a dope name.
Really, really. I might just get a dog just so I can name him Rasta. I think that's Rasta it is.
It's my cousin's dog. His name is Rasta. So shout out to the room, everybody. Shout out to everybody. It's a Sunday. We're really laid back. I'm still recovering. I am definitely about 80%, 85% better. So shout out to just, taking care of ourselves and recovery. It's not easy, especially when we're older and we have a lot of things to do and places to go. And
Tash, listen, I was really, really counting on you to kind of, stay in that younger demo. And I would kind of carry the weight of the, not age appropriate, but
you keep digging this. Keep going.
No. I'm just saying, I really, really was hoping that you were gonna, kind of hold the torch a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's feeling like, we might have to, like, I mean, I don't want to say this, but I'm feeling like we might have to bring in, some youth.
Okay. This is going to be a disclaimer to the family watching, okay? Because I'm about to cuss your kid, okay? Listen, asshole. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you really quickly. And all you vintage people out there, okay? Remember there was a point where I was calling you all the geriatric community, okay? Don't let me go back, because I will. Listen. Now, let me tell you something. This 40 has slapped me in the duty hole so badly. 40 has showed up, and this shit is hard, okay? And I don't know what I have. Now, first of all, it is still undetermined if what I am dealing with is the residuals of the mold in my office. And so my doctor cannot, he has not prescribed me antibiotics because I don't have a viral infection or bacterial infection. Mm-hmm. They did a chest x-ray, and from what he saw, he said that Immediately, there was nothing concerning him. However, ... So they are doing an extensive look at my chest x-ray, which is kind of sort of making me nervous. And I know I'm like cool, or I seem cool, but as the days go by and I don't hear back from them, I'm kind of like, you either see something or not. Like when you see something now you got to do the research. So I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He did say I'm not contagious because there's no infection. That's the mystery of what is this? Okay. So I've been sucking down honey. I've been drinking liquids. Hello? Oh. And I've been really consciously making strong efforts not to pee myself. And it's been difficult. Okay. This has been a trip. And then I've also been making concentrated efforts to remember to take a shower. Do you know how crazy that is? Okay. And then, like, leave me alone.
Tash, your stream is available, ready.
I know. I did it already. So 40 is like really doing a thing on me, and I'm really trying to figure it out. You're lucky you got nails today, everybody. You got nails and a cute ring. That's it. That's all I could do for you.
Okay.
So shout out to the room. Shout out to our friend that's in town. I've not heard a peep. So I know you probably thought I was out gallivanting the LA streets with your friend. I wasn't. I was being a mother. I took my sons to wherever they had to go today. AJ had a tournament. The older one hung out with his girlfriend. I washed my car. I took a shower. I came home. I did my homework. I did other things. I ate some lentil soup, and I'm here. Tasha had no fun today.
Interesting. All right. Now, what's the show about today? Because
you know what else I did?
What?
Shortly before our show started today, I finished the last episode of Sean Combs' The Reckoning. I did watch it. But before we get into that, let's do a beat break.
Full of surprises. Full of surprises.
And all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your good. With someone who cares.
Yeah.
With someone who cares.
Yeah.
With someone who cares. Yeah. With someone who cares. Thinking about my past.
Shout out to the room, everybody.
Welcome back.
I needed my fan and it died, so now I have to.
Oh, having a hot flash, are we? What's happening?
Thank you.
Shout out to. I'm also doing a roll call while you're kind of figuring it all out. Shout out to PR Diva. Shout out to Rosa Baby, Aruba, um, Selena, Sharon. I see you all. Bryson, Christina. I see Sheila. I see Bestie. I see. Give my best romper room impression. Shout out to everybody and everybody who is on IG tuning in on this Sunday night. Shout out to everybody, my family. I don't know who else.
Now, listen.
Yeah, go for it.
The Reckoning. I've got. There's so much to uncover with this. Now,
wait. Mom, can you just turn the volume down, please?
Why?
Please. If my mom is, I just needed to turn the volume down. Okay. All right. Okay.
She's probably saying, "Oh, bae."
That's exactly what she's saying. Go for it. I'm listening.
AJ, can you work? Can you figure out how to charge this? I'm dying over here, and I need the fan to work now. So, different people who know and understand, or et cetera, et cetera. What, Tosh, did you see the new blah, blah, blah? No, I don't really care. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't care to watch it. It's just not my thing, right? Is it not working? It's not working. Okay. Jesus Christ. I am so hot.
Oh boy. I tell you.
I don't know. I don't know what just happened. It just got hot. Okay. Let me try to focus. Jesus.
Do we need another beat break?
Oh God.
No, we don't.
Get that fan working. We got to get that plugged in somewhere. Get it working. Please take it to your brother or something. I'm hot. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what is happening. I feel like there is water. There is water. There's got to be water completely gushing out of my face. Do I look like I'm sweating?
Do you have a different hat? Maybe it's the hat. Maybe the hat is kind of holding all the heat in or something. That's what it is.
The fan is completely dead. Look at all this. Look at all this. I am hot. Okay. All right. You know what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm okay. This is live. It's okay. It's okay. Just act normal.
I tell you, boy, this hot tea is really good and soothing going down.
This is crazy.
I just turned my heat up to like 80 because it's a little chilly in here.
Well, Chad, you're offsetting me right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. My son just brought me a piece of cardboard.
Oh man.
I swear this is probably the worst thing that can happen to me live, because everyone that I have made flash, but shout out to my flashing sisters. I am not having a hot flash. I'm not feeling well. Okay. I am not feeling well, and it is hot. My room in my house, the units, the vents in here don't work. So my house is 72 degrees, but my room is about 78. So please give me grace. It is not a hot flash.
Why don't you just tell AJ to stand in front of you
And what, blow me? He was.
blow you? Yeah.
He was fanning me, but he farted and the fart got in my mouth and I just couldn't. Yeah, you had farted earlier, and when you came in, it came with you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to embarrass you, but all right. So anyway, listen.
Man.
Just act normal. Moving on. Please. This show, why does our show crash and burn every single time?
I don't know. We need a writer. This is some good hot tea. I'll tell you.
Chad, please just talk about Antarctica for about 4 seconds and shut up about your house.
Jermaine and them are in Africa actually right now. I'm supposed to have been there, but I didn't make the trip.
I'm sick of you.
And he was like, it's really hot there, and they were in shorts. And
this is like exasperating what I'm going through right now. Please. And do you know we're expecting a heat wave here in California?
Really?
This week.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
To everybody. Mess, I see you guys. Pierre and Rosemary and everybody. Okay, I don't want to just shout out people for the entire show. Can we?
Okay, let's refocus everybody. So,
yeah.
Today I spent time watching The Reckoning, okay? I didn't really care to watch it just because I'm like, what more can they possibly tell us? And I don't really care for the beef between 50 and 100. I mean, and Sean. So
50 and 100 is hilarious.
I don't understand it, and I don't know why it's happening. And I feel like 50 is just taking great pleasure in, in all of what's happening to him. And I don't really care for it. So I watched it anyway because I feel like we have to do our due diligence. Do you know what I'm saying? What's interesting is, as I was watching it, I was cringing the whole time because I feel like you were one frame away from being in a photo and a video and a conversation. Because every time they mention Jodeci, Total, Heavy D, should I keep going? Every time they mentioned the name, I was like, Chad was in that? So I had to pause it because I'm like, my nigga, you got something to tell me? Because I don't want to be surprised at this point. And you're like, what are you talking about? I said, bruh, this is your era. And so I called him because I'm like, I don't like your surprises. Your surprises come with interesting dots and a comma. So Chad goes, you know what's funny? And I'm like, I don't want to know. I am absolutely going to bring this up on our show tonight. And the show is going to be about The Reckoning. He goes, are you sure? Oh, I'm sure, motherfucker. And you are being exposed.
What? Not on my show. You're not.
No, but you know what? I will say this. It was interesting to watch, growing up. So this is a fan perspective, right? These are all groups that I grew up watching and, imitating the dances and wishing and wanting and hoping. I can't wait to be, 18 and 21 so we can do those things. And, when that was it was the greatest time to be alive.
Hold up. People what do you mean you thought about me? Why are you connecting me to The Reckoning? Not just you. I'm talking about the chat. What's happening right now?
Those who know.
You know what? First of all, shout out to the 90s. Okay. Shout out to the 90s. All right. A lot of amazing things. And a lot of amazing people developed and shined true during that time. Okay. Lives were changed. That's all I have to say.
So, growing up in that time period, on a fan perspective, it was great because ignorance is bliss. And I was able to, dress like the girls and attempt to sing like the girls and, do all the things and idolize and but then who knew that I would be part of that world soon, right? And so then becoming friends of some people directly, and then becoming friends of some of the people who were besties with the people who were killed was interesting, because then I'm living through the moments that they're sharing, and I was like, oh, it's eerie and it's honorable to know, and it's you get all the feels. And then, becoming very close to certain people and being family, and then it's like, how did we get here? So now, being an adult, it's hard to be an ignorant adult, right? Because I can no longer be the kid fan anymore, because now you know too much. You know what I'm saying? Now you know a lot. And I've seen a lot. And I've been to Quad Studios, and I've seen some I've been to those places. And so watching these things and seeing people that you know, right? Chad, I know you can attest to this. You can attest to it more than me, because I know you know a lot of stories. Whether you've experienced it or not, I just know you know a lot firsthand. But I know a lot of the people in these documentaries. And what is interesting,
I feel like I'm being incriminated right now. Like, I know you know the story. What does that mean?
Because so the thing is that before these stories hit, so let me just say this. Let's go back for a second.
Please.
I'm going to say this. A lot of people are always curious to hear my opinion, because I really don't ever talk about Sean, ever. I'm going to tell you this. I don't condone violence in any capacity. And your story is your story. I wasn't in any of these spaces to witness any of these people's stories, so I can't confirm and deny. And whatever stories these alleged victims hold, that is their story. And if this is the way they feel like going about telling their truth, I who am I to judge? I have different ways of dealing with things. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like during those times, a lot of people profited, and they rode this wave, and they profited in whatever capacity they needed it to. And when the profits stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's when the hate train started to build.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. And it is interesting because, again, when you think back during those times, the 90s and the early 2000s, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. So it's I see Capricorn on there, and now my thing with you though, Chad, my thing with you though is you're not far removed from this.
Oh no. I'm very far removed from it.
Well, when I say you're not far removed from it, this is your era. This is your era when
Absolutely.
Dr. Seuss was being
birthed.
Exactly. So what about that time period made you continually wake up every day and want to be in that space and not get overwhelmed and sucked into the other side of what we are being exposed to now?
Very poor choice of words, first of all. I'm not getting sucked anywhere in any direction, okay?
You sure?
Not in that environment. No. For me, I think like most people at that particular time, it was for the love of the music, right? It really, really was about the music. Um, the lifestyle, I think, was because the lifestyle it didn't exist. Like we were actually creating it. You understand? Like it's not like we woke up one day and said, "Yo, we're gonna start making this song or this artist," and then we're gonna go and create this other thing. No, these things were just like they were developing as we were growing. It all was happening in real time. So looking back, people who were not there would see it maybe differently. Um, but being there and having to make conscious choices every day, every step of the way, because that's how you are going to get to the next day and to the next song and to the next show or to the next party or to whatever it was. There were real-time decisions being made, not based on this thing that everybody's looking back at right now. Does that make sense to you?
I'm listening.
Does it make sense to you what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So yes, I was in very close proximity to pretty much everything, at a point. And it was, again, so early on. And, I would have to say, thank you, mom, and thank you to my brother, and thank you to my sisters, and for instilling in me right from wrong, because I absolutely was faced with those decisions and I had to make choices. And I was, again, in some of these rooms, in some of these moments, and I'm like, wow, this is who you are. And I'll give one example. I will share this one story.
Oh, hold on. Is it story time?
I'm not. I'm not a great storyteller, but I will share this moment that I think was defining in many aspects of my career. And it was two moments actually. But when I came into the music business, in terms of a producer, obviously Jermaine and I were, creating when we were even younger, right? We were 12 and 13. When I turned, excuse me, when I turned, I think I was 16 or 17. Excuse me. I was working with a guy named Jazzo, who is, very close friends with Jay-Z. And that's how I, met Jay-Z. And, we all became friends very early at that time. Before any success. And I had already known a couple of guys that were in the Uptown Records family. I don't want to name any names. I don't think that that's appropriate. But very early, and Russell, obviously, I knew from very, very young, and Andre Harrell, I knew from very, very young. But there were a lot of other guys that were, in the mix and helping this thing, to go. So when I got the call that this, guy was looking for music for Heavy D, I immediately, went in to try to make some music, and I literally made this beat while I was at Jazzo's house in Flatbush, Brooklyn. And the beat originally though was for Jay-Z, right? I made this beat for Jay-Z because of Jazz. And at this point, Jazzo was trying to really convince Jay-Z to, do this. Like, this is where you need to be. You don't need to be in the street. You need to be doing what I'm doing, because Jazz was very focused on making music and being, being a star and getting up out of the hood.
Right.
And I made the beat and I took it to, our boy. I took it to homie. And you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I took it up there. And, he loved the beat. All right, yo, we're going to do it. I'm going to play it for Hev and we're going to make it happen. Now, at this time, this event was being put together at City College. All right. So from the moment I gave the music to the time we actually recorded, that incident happens.
I was just about to say, was it that?
Correct. That incident happens.
Wow.
So literally the following day, no one really realized how bad it all was. I know I didn't. I didn't. And I remember being in his office the next day. And the phone calls are coming. Right? And I'm listening to how this situation is developing in real time and how he's handling it in real time. And mind you, by the next day and by this moment, the number of deaths are known. Right? And all that was spoke about was, what do I do? How do I handle this?
Like on a PR level.
Exactly. How do I handle this? And strangely enough, one of the people who passed away was someone I knew. Not only someone I knew, someone I really wanted to know. Right? Very early on in our interactions with one another. And spoke to that person. And that person is close to other people in that circle as well. And, spoke to her and, going, yo, I see you down there. All right, cool. By the time I get there, it's nothing I can't even get in. It's it is, everything had already gone down and it was a wrap. And I didn't know, obviously, how severe everything was at that time. But so that moment in that office really told me everything I needed to know about what I was dealing with when it comes to that person. We went on to finish the music, make the record, put the record out. Record did really great. Everybody was happy. And that situation just became an ongoing day-to-day situation for him. And that kind of shaped me in a way at that moment where I realized, all right, there's some really rough shit that goes on in this world that I'm not sure how to even handle it. Number one, because I'm only 16 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't really know, but I know that what I saw wasn't right. It wasn't proper. It's not the way that you deal with the loss of life. I know that for certain, right? And then I went on to have other dealings later on with him. Obviously, the call for DMX came from him. And obviously when the Jodeci project started happening, different dealings, Stevie J situation with him, very early on. Um, that now keep in mind that was probably 3 years later, the Stevie J situation,
Mm.
right? And by that time, he's hot in the street now.
Right.
He's hot. Everybody, Big is hot. Everybody's hot. Craig is hot.
This is Puff Daddy.
Yeah. This is what was the club called? Red something. What was the name of the club? Red. Damn, what was the name of the spot that he used to do? I can't remember. But he used to, throw a joint weekly. And it just constantly was revealing
Red Zone.
Red Zone. There
Shout
it is.
out to Big Sad for that one.
Yeah. Sorry, said. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Red Zone. And I have shared this story with Stevie about Stevie, and I'll share it again. And I'm not sharing anymore after that, but I will share. I will share the story.
You sure Stevie's a little sensitive now.
I mean, it's the truth, and no one could deny it. And there's only one side of the story. It's only one side of the story. But again, I love Stevie. I love him now because I understand him better, and I give people grace. And you have an option, right? You can either F with people, or you don't have to F with people.
Correct.
But those dealings were not easy, because he was so manipulative and so aggressive. Now, this is a rough business, and you can get eat up in it if you don't really begin to understand what it is. So during that period of time, from City College to Stevie J, I'm more experienced. I'm more layered. I understand, what I'm dealing with now slightly better. And I'm understanding that I gotta utilize some of the street stuff that I've learned as well to kind of deal in this side of my life as well, which I wasn't prepared for. I didn't think that was going to be a thing at all. Right. But being at so I think it was right around, he had just opened his studio, and having dialogue. And at this time, I'm now working at Motown, and he had decided to take everybody somewhere else out of the country to go and record and finish up their projects. Meanwhile, he had just built an entirely new studio, but he chose to go and do that elsewhere. So he's like, "Yo, Chad, whatever you got over there, bring it here, feed the studio, help me out, keep this, try to keep it moving in here." And obviously I needed a location to work, and it was brand new. I'm like, bet. So at this time I'm working on Jason Weaver. I'm working on 702, Nicole Ray, Missy Elliott is with me at that time. Rufus Black is with me at that time. Sister, like a lot of the stuff that Devontae did not choose to kind of move on with, kind of downflowed toward me, for other reasons. And we're creating. This is around the time where the Gina Thompson record happens, and I suggest that Missy gets on the record. She gets on the record. Obviously, that we all know what that does. It changes her entire trajectory. Her life was never the same from that moment, right? So, I'm working, and Stevie's there with me now because he and Devontae had a falling out, and he's in New York. I get a phone call. I wasn't even home yet. I was actually in California. I get a phone call. Stevie's in New York. He needs a place to stay. He wants to work. Boom, 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 boom. I call baby mama. I tell baby mama, go pick Stevie up, bring him to the house. I'll be back tomorrow. I come back. We communicate, we talk. It's like, yo, if you want to work, we could work. I know you're talented. And at this time he was young, he was rambunctious, he was super annoying.
He was a
Yeah, he was not the nicest of young men at that time, but again, just misguided. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what this is. So right around that time, we lock in at the studio, and I'm probably there. I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks, just round the clock working. And he comes back. Homeboy comes back from out of the country. They all return, and he's air hustling all the rooms and everything that I got going on, and he's watching and surveying who's making what and who's doing what, and you see Missy. He ain't really effing with Missy too tough because he wasn't a big fan of that. But he saw me and Stevie's chemistry, and he was boom, boom. All right, cool. Finishing up Total's album, he asks me to go and master the album for him, go create all these interludes for the album, and kind of help pull the album together. So me and Stevie, if you go listen to the Total album, all of those, the intro and skits and things that they're doing throughout the entire album, stuff that Stevie and I did together.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's like, a few days later, he's like, yo, I want you to sign with, his crew. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, that's interesting. Now, mind you, I'm me. I'm beginning to come into my own, and I'm like, nah, I want to do what I want to do. I don't really want to be up under anybody. I didn't really say that to him at the time, and I didn't say anything to Stevie about it at the time either. And I thought about it though, and they pulled some paperwork. And once I saw the paperwork, I was like, all right, well, I know what I'm not doing, right? I'm like, that's not going to happen. So that was one of the early signs. I'm like, okay, this is what you're offering me, and we've already made money together. You know what I'm capable of, but this is what you're offering. All right, so you're not really serious. And probably a few days after me telling him no, he comes back and he's like, yo, well, what about your man? What about your man, Stevie?
Oh wow.
And I didn't have any paperwork with Stevie, so, but I did take him in, gave him a place to live, put him on, made space for him,
Right.
made him, I gave him a home. So, I mean, probably a day later, I talked to Stevie, and I
His
said,
bag's packed.
I said, yo, your man is inquiring about working with you, and he want to sign you. And Stevie's like, oh, word, that's that's cool, that's cool. What, how you feel about that? And I'm like, yo, if that's what you want to do, if you feel like that's a good fit for you, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, this all happened in the studio. This conversation literally happened in the studio.
At your studio.
No, this is at
His. Yeah.
his studio that we had been at for weeks.
Okay, right.
Homeboy comes in the room at probably about, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. This is how I remember this like it just happened. And my memory is not that good.
Calling Stevie J to the stage.
But you know what it is though? there was an emotion connected to that memory. So that's why I'm able to easily
remember it so vividly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he comes back in the room and he's like, "Yo, let me holla at you." He says that to Stevie.
Yeah. So hold on, let me do Stevie's face. He's like, all right, boss. All right.
That was a terrible reenactment, but thank you. So he goes out and he's gone for hours. I don't see him for hours. Now, mind you, we're in the studio. We stay in the studio. You know, we normally don't leave the studio to probably 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. That was the normal.
Right.
It probably was about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And Stevie comes back into the room. And when he walks back into that room, Stevie has on a Versace shirt,
Oh no.
a Rolex, and a hat.
A hat like this or like a fitted, like a New York,
Nah, like a
like a beanie-ish?
like a pimp hat. You know what I forgot what they call them with the roll. You know, with the roll.
Oh no.
Yeah. And that was it. And you know, again, just kind of pointed to how he moves, right? How he goes after the things that he wants, right? How he dresses things up. Now, look, am I going to say that this guy is a bad person? I'm going to say that this guy has experienced some bad things in life and he's a result of it. I didn't watch The Reckoning. I'm not going to watch it. I decided absolutely not. Not so much because I know most of the shit already or that I need to know more, but I don't believe and I've heard that it's well done and you know I you know and I know why, right? I know why it was well done. But I also know that how it was brought to the table is not cool.
Correct.
Um, you can't trust everything that you've seen. I've heard things that have come out of it, and I know firsthand that many of the things in there were absolute fiction. Absolute fiction. Like, I mean, undoubtedly certain it is fiction. A lot of it. And it's sad that people are willing to process their emotions in this way. Right? Again, he's done some really foul shit over the years. And you're gonna pay for it one way or another. That's all of us. You're gonna pay for it one way or another. But I just think it's unfair the way that it's being, you know, brought to us. So I don't know. I mean, I could say a lot more, but
Oh, I'll get it out of you. I have a way.
yeah.
Well, that wraps up a story time. Shout out to the room, everybody. Shout out to all the rooms. Shout out to everybody everywhere, wherever you're watching us. Chad.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing those stories. Because we, as the viewing population, I feel like a lot of the things that have been shared over the last couple of years, being directly associated to Sean Diddy, And then, of course, things dating back to Tupac and Biggie, a lot of the stories we know at this point. You know what I'm saying? And how many ways can you tell a story before you know the story at this point? So I don't think that there's any story per se that has been coming out, even that has been on the reckoning, that we didn't know. There's nothing on there. I mean, the newest member of the Talking Heads is his partner, uh your buddy.
Oh, I'm lost.
The co-founder of Bad Boy.
Oh.
And so it was interesting to hear him talk, and I just kind of got upset with him a bit because I'm like, I don't want to talk too much on his part, but
yeah, I was surprised at some of the things that he said.
Yeah.
Definitely some of the things he said were absolutely false. Also, yeah. To be honest with you. Now again, I can't speak to anything that happens in anyone's bedroom or studio floor or control room or closet, wherever it happened.
Right.
But if you are capable of saying one thing wrong, you're capable of saying many things wrong.
Yeah. For me,
and I like him. I think he's a good guy overall, but I also know he was hurt emotionally by how he had been handled.
So that's where I think a lot of this is coming from. When people feel like, you're not honoring the deal we had together, you're not doing X, Y, and Z. I think they accept the fate during that time, but then when they see someone else, doing the extra, doing the most, and they either get paid off or they get some type of compensation, it's like, man, fuck that. Where's my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk too. And so that becomes the issue for me, because I'm like, if it really was that big of a deal for you, then, you would have taken the necessary measures back then. But excuse me, you were still benefiting to some degree. You might not have been benefiting off the millions that were owed to you, but there was still a form of a benefit that was coming to you that you accepted. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's an acceptance that I feel like every single person took at a certain point. And it wasn't until they either saw someone reaping the benefits of being the first person or the extra person, or not even or, and they just jumped on that train to get whatever they could out of it. And in that, they're getting exposure. And exposure does something for them, right? Exposure does something for all of us. So I can't 100%, excuse me, I can't 100% stand by a lot of this confidently, because you're still benefiting. And I'm not sorry with my thoughts. And I really, I stay quiet away from this because I've heard it all. Tosh, you're not a girl's girl. I've been called a bitch. I've been called all types of horrible, derogatory things anytime I speak how I feel about this Diddy thing. And sometimes it's best to not speak about it. A large part for other reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't personally know what it is. And this is just people. This has nothing to do with him directly. What happens with people who insert themselves or choose to be a part of situations, right? And
I'm gonna tell you. I gotta tell you because I don't want my coughing episode to happen. And so there was a woman I used to associate myself with. She is not the celebrity her kid is, who is an adult, and she got the residuals of celebrity lifestyle because her kid reached a massive level of success and stardom as a child performer.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, exposed her to the industry life, you know? And it's always funny how people always have I got a Tupac story, I got a Biggie story, I have a Diddy story. And for the most part, a lot of people don't realize how small the industry is, right? It seems really big when you're on the outside, but when you step into that Hollywood world and then you start condensing it down to the actors, to the musicians, to the singers, to the rappers, like these little pockets of the industry, it is so ridiculously small that it's easy to, and this is a small little sidebar. That's why a lot of people end up sleeping with each other because, it's hard for you to trust outside of the world. And then you get so comfortable in the world that now you're in these small pockets and sometimes you might jump to a next pocket, right? So you're a rapper, you might jump to the acting side, or you're an actor, but you might jump into the, sports side, so on and so forth. But in total, Hollywood and entertainment, it is a very, very small community. Okay. For everybody that really just doesn't understand that. So to know someone who knew, Biggie or Tupac is not uncommon. However, when you have someone like the woman I'm talking about, you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to be relevant at this point. So she has this Tupac story, allegedly, which always, it sounds so foolish. And then one day, when Cassie came out with her lawsuit, interestingly enough, before that, she was a big, Diddy writer. I'm a Puff Daddy fan, bumping his music and dancing to it. And what a time to be alive, Tosh. And so I'm very private. And so I never talk about that because there's never, if there's no need to talk about it, I'm dancing with you too. Like, hey, more money, more problems, I can shimmy too. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to things where people are like, so what do you think about Diddy and da-da-da-da? And I'm like, sorry, I can't. And so that's where the question is, did you work with him? Did you sleep with him? Are you a victim? Did you? And you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So his album came out and she called me and she's like, girl, did you listen to his album? I said, I haven't gotten a chance to. So I listened to her. She goes, it is so good. And oh, girl. And he was talking about this person. And oh, I just know he was. She is like a Diddy fan, right? And I want to say it was like a day or two later, Cassie comes out with her lawsuit. It was something where the two were happening at the same time, right? And she calls me one day and she's like crying. I mean, big boohoo tears. And I'm like, girl, you okay? Like, do I need to come? Like, what's going on? And she's like, Tosh, I can't believe I'm just so happy. And he just fucking deserves it because he's an asshole. And I hope Cassie gets him for every dime and fuck him. And I'm like, girl, who you talking about? Because there's no way that you was just Diddy bopping and now you're so happy that this woman is suing him, right? So I'm really confused. And I'm like, is she bipolar? And so I'm like, I said, I'm really curious to know, why are you so emotionally, affected like this? And she goes, girl, I have a Diddy story. Thank God I wasn't on a video chat, because the way I rolled my eyes, I feel like a piece of my eyeball is still stuck somewhere in the back of my head. I said, you have a Diddy story. I said, what connection could you possibly have to Diddy? Girl, let me tell you. Here we go. So she tells me this stupid story, and I'll tell it to you guys. She said that Diddy came into the post office one day where she was working and spotted her, and there's a common friend, and Diddy started hitting on her, and he was so possessive, and she was seeing somebody, and he would show up to the post office if she didn't answer the phone, and he would be so demanding, and he would send a car for her, and she would end up going to the studio. And so I'm hearing this elaborate story, and I'm like, first of all, it sounds so stupid, because I'm like, he was trying to hit on a postal worker randomly. Like, he randomly just came to your post. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing, but I just can't imagine the Diddy needing to go to the post office himself. Sorry, but okay. And he spotted you out of the whole, you know what I'm saying, that big ass post office. So anyway, the story just became more elaborate, and then all of a sudden she's like, and we went out, and he would tell me I'm fat, and he would fat shame me, and I'm like, what? That don't even. And I know people can be like, no, Todd. And because of all the things that came out, it's kind of easy to throw that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a narcissist. And, the word narcissist is also a big buzzword that people are using nowadays. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. So,
like clout chasing through trauma.
Okay. So she's crying. I mean, when I tell you she is crying, and I'm listening to the story, and I'm like, I'm not one to define how people should feel about their stories, but I'm like, your story doesn't justify this fucking shit right here. I'm sorry, but I'm listening because I'm like, okay, get it off your chest. And so she's like, he forced me to be bulimic, and I would not want to eat, and I would just throw at my food, and I just wouldn't want to eat around him. And I just thought, oh my God, I need to look perfect. And do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm going to stay quiet.
Okay. And so I'm listening to this, and she goes, I just could. And then the story never really had a wrap up, because I'm like, and then what happened? Like, did you go back to the studio anyway and suck his dick? Like, what? Because I know you did. Like, so it never really ended. There was never really a conclusion. And so fast forward some years, her child star daughter books or does something on the same lot that he was on. And it just so happens that, they're there together, and she sees one of the people, somebody from his entourage, and she's like, hey, and her and the guy are talking, and he's like, hey, Puff is here. And she's like, yeah, I know. And she's just acting all nonchalant. And I'm like, And so she sees him, and she's like, hey, good to see you. And he's like, yeah, good to see you too. You all right? You cool? It was so painful to listen to, because I really just wanted to be like, girl, just stop your fucking lying, child. So,
blood clot lion.
I painfully listened to the story, and as I'm doing my calculations, and me, see, y'all are getting to know me, and Chad, we have our private conversations and stuff like that. So I made some phone calls, because I'm kind of like, I want to know the truth, because it ain't coming out your mouth. Shit. The people that I called didn't know who the hell she was.
It just makes it hard for those who have really been victimized, I think.
So here's my thing, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this. As the cases, because Cassie was the first, and then all these like micro cases started coming out, and that's when you started, he did it to me too, and Aubrey kind of gained her wings all over again, because Aubrey, her wings will kind of get snipped and then she'll go get it sewn back together and then she comes back out. So Aubrey's kind of been like chirping around for quite some time. And so, Aubrey surfaces and then so on and so forth. And so all of these cases start, she goes, and she's like, she's good for his fucking ass. Good. And so I called her out one day. Because I can't get out of my brain how you were just dancing to all and Diddy bopping and you was all up in it. You feel me? And was it earlier that year? I love when I remember shit. Earlier that year, a really big industry white mogul guy who she was hitting off that didn't go anywhere. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to blow him up live. It's kind of funny looking. Super rich. So she was slobbing on that knob for a minute. And he ended up finding another black girl and engaging to her. And she got all mad. So now he's every clown name under the book, right? And so there was a Grammys party or some kind of party happening. And apparently she wanted to go. And Diddy was hosting it at his house, right? And so she's telling me all this, forgetting. So while she's over here crying, victiming, she forgot that she told me that she was trying to go to Diddy's the party at his house. And so she was asking me if I was going. And I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not seeking an invitation. I don't want an invitation. I have no interest in going because you know what I'm saying? Like I there's no reason for me to go. Mm-hmm. Oh, Tosh, you got to go. You got to be out in the mix and the limelight. I don't want to go. I can go to Diddy's house whenever I want to. I don't want to go for the Grammys party. You can go. Do you know what I'm saying? And she got so mad at me. So was it a Clive Davis? It was some kind of party he was having in his house. Okay. Anyway, so she didn't get the invite. She was mad as hell at the white guy she was slobbing off. And she was like all over, just grabbing every photo that she could from that party. And so now when you fast forward to all of this that's going on, and she's freaking crying on my phone, and Diddy just made me feel so invalidated as a woman. And do you know what that feels like for a man to tell you you're fat? I'm like, bitch, I am fat. What do you mean? So,
oh my God.
I want to say this.
You're cold-blooded, yo.
I want to say this.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women mad at you right now.
I don't give a fuck. What I'm going to say is a lot of people jump on a bandwagon when their moment of clout has dissipated. They're no longer being served and serviced. And so when the next wave comes, whatever that looks like, they jump on it because it's a convenience thing. Let me get my name back out there. Let me see what I can get out of this. And that's what makes all of this so unfortunate for the real victims who actually experienced horrible things that do need to be talked about, discussed, and justice needs to be served, so on and so forth. But for bitches like this, where it's like, I just want people to know that he saw me at one point, and I don't really want to tell people I sucked his dick, but I just want to be associated in some way. And because it works, because her kid is an entertainer and she gains some type of, entertainment notoriety, it's very easy to add certain names to the mix because who's going to check me, boo? Well, I'll tell you who's going to check you and who's going to check your sources. The people that know people behind the scenes of the people you're talking about and you're telling the story to that you don't even know is closely associated and related to, motherfucker. So I clocked her tea and she got mad at me. So we're no longer friends anymore. And baby, this is how I got labeled. Tosh, you're not a girly's girl and you're a bitch. And I hope anything you do with Chad turns to shit. So
wow.
I just want to say, for everybody that thinks that jumping on the Diddy train and, you know, making these insane claims and accusations and things like that, you know, if at one point you were all in there, all up in the videos and, you know,
dancing with your artists and your favorite piece of
you lived in the mansions,
piece of meat.
Because let me tell you something. The way he would house people up at that mansion down there, you go to that house and them people coming out like a clown car. And I'm like, where are all y'all fit? Oh, you're here too? Who the fuck? So I don't stand by that. And let me tell you something too. I've seen some shit. And that shit is coming to the grave. I done been in some rooms and heard some shit. And I will never repeat it. And you can't pay me to repeat it. Because there's a certain level of loyalty that I feel like people don't have anymore, because it is so desirable and admirable to see numbers go up, and you know what I'm saying, analytics and clout and fame, and at what cost? Because I still abide by that old school rule. You don't know, you run your mouth.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it there. But anyway, oh, bitch, I will clock your tea every time. How you doing?
Looks like a good time for a beat break. Yeah.
And all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your bad, and all of your good, and all of your good. With someone who cares, with someone who cares, with someone who cares, with someone who cares, thinking about my past.
Hey.
Shout out to the room and shout out to everybody everywhere. During that beat break, I was able to kind of glance at all of the chats that I have open. So when you see me kind of looking over here, I am looking at chat. So I'm kind of doing God's work right now. Y'all are hilarious. Excuse me. Y'all are hilarious in these chats. Someone said, Tasha is that friend you need when you are super depressed. That made me laugh, and that activated a little tickle in my throat. Someone said, talk that talk, Tosh. And someone said, my bad, you could pay me, in order to speak. And someone said, it's a perfect time to promote that Cash App. Well, Tash and Chad does not have a Cash App collectively, but if you want a Cash App and put Tash and Chad in the memo, I absolutely will, one, split the proceeds with my co-host, and two, we will use it for Tash and Chad necessities, because
lying, I ain't gonna see none of that shit.
I swear I will. But you know what? To be honest with you, Tash and Chad does need equipment. Like, I need proper lighting, and I also need some travel. Did my set move? Am I right?
We're gonna see new fedora hats and signs that say Tosh.
No, I need some travel. I need a travel set, because I'm gonna be traveling soon. And so if you do want to donate to Tash and Chad Live, first of all, we thank you. We don't ask for it, but because someone asked, you can send it to the voice chick, CHICK, THEVOICK. THEVOICECHICK, the voice chick. My photo is on there. And like I said, put in the memo Tash and Chad so that we can absolutely record it. We haven't signed paperwork yet. Chad, I'm not doing shit with you until I sign a fucking.
Good. That's why I'm getting ready to read this thing you sent me, since you talking all that shit. This is not gonna go away yet, okay? And I'm not gonna allow this to go away.
What?
That.
You know what?
What?
When you were telling, somebody said, why can't we send it to Chad? First of all, who the fuck?
Exactly.
Let me put my glasses on, because Big said, don't get your shit kicked in right now. Right. I haven't really been on your case, but since I'm a little hot right now and I'm flashing again and I'm here, because you see how I just dragged that. Hey, Sad, how you doing? Don't get your shit kicked in.
Tasha,
what?
That's your question. What kind of man exactly are you looking for?
Just shut up. I might pee myself. Oh.
All right, so Tasha.
No, I don't even know what I sent you.
Tasha sent me a text earlier today.
Oh, shoot. I don't even know what I sent you.
Oh, I'm going to remind you right now.
No, now I'm hella embarrassed.
Tasha sent me a...
Nah, don't get beat up. Let me see something.
Yo, Tasha sent me a screenshot, actually. She sent me a screenshot of a message somebody sent her.
Yo.
First of all, this nigga got on a MAGA hat, okay? That's number one.
I didn't even see.
This motherfucker, well, even if it's not him, he is absolutely wearing a MAGA hat. Whoever this character is in this picture right here next to the profile.
Yeah.
He's wearing a MAGA hat. And the gentleman says, and I quote, "You sell foot videos?"
Why are my feet pictures? First of all, I don't even have feet pictures. Why is that one picture that was supposed to be the comeback to Chad's photo? It is viral.
Because there's some nasty people in the world. That's why. Very, 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 very nasty people in the world. Okay? The fact that the soles of your feet are making its way, or
massively
their way around the interwebs, is absolutely, utterly disgusting.
Someone offered to pay my rent.
You better get that money. What the hell? Did you give him your Cash App? Shit, you better. Shit, I'm about to put my toes up. Hold on.
I'm telling you. No, Chad, it's the soles. Yes, the soles. Wait, your foot got all the way up there like that?
Oh, I'm flexible. You ain't know? Don't play. Get that. Come on now. See? What's that worth? What's that worth? Okay? That's got to be worth something. 54 and still. Put up in it. Shit. Take my gut.
Let me. Fuck.
Lord, what in the world? What in the world is just
my jumper has no elasticity. I almost ripped it.
We just lost control. I'm sorry, guys.
Take your sock off. Somebody said take your sock off.
Oh, God. Oh, you gotta put AJ's foot up there and act like it's yours.
AJ's foot absolutely looks like mine, which is hilarious because he has flat feet.
Oh my God.
Somebody said, Tosh, dry off your panties because you know I did pee-pee a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yo, I hate y'all, but I love y'all. Listen.
Yeah,
I
man.
just lost my whole train of thought. That is so sad. So sad.
Show to me. I think that's where we cut it off.
Shout out to the room, everybody. Shout out to the room. This definitely was a little bit of a struggle for me because I am still, I'm not at 100% and I have this weird, because I'm dehydrated, it's hard for me to keep talking because I dry out very, very quickly. I
Oh God!
I missed it. What did I miss?
You need some Astroglide for your throat.
Yeah. Something very interesting about that. I literally was like, what could be the edible version of Astroglide that could just sit and just stay right in my throat? But then
some throat coat.
There's something called throat coat, and it is so like not what you would think it should be. So what I do is, and I meant to tell my little assistant, aka AJ, to put some honey on a spoon so I could just like get it to drizzle down the back of my throat so it could sit. AJ, can you do my AJ?
I feel so bad for AJ.
Can you do mama quick? Can you pause that?
It's just so much of this show and things around him.
We definitely got to put him on a salary.
Not witnessing that.
Just put some honey on a small spoon for mama so I could get it to go right here. Thank you.
This part of the show is brought to you by Astroglide and Throat Coat.
Shout out to the room, everybody. Honey and hot milk. I just lost some weight. I'm just trying to keep it off. Shout out to Vince. He says, stop it. Shout out to Vince.
What up, Vince?
Wait a minute. Shout out to you. Broke my motherfucking belt.
Shout out to who? What's happening?
Wait, because I just had I was like, oh, shout out to Vince. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yo, they need to up your prescription because
I stopped it. That's the problem.
See, you ain't supposed to stop. First of all, if you do stop, you're supposed to let everybody around you know.
Shut up.
Shit.
A couple of people saying honey and hot milk. No thanks. I don't want.
No, that sounds like an oxymoron, actually.
Hope you feel better. I do feel better. I'm just sitting here talking for the last hour and 47 minutes.
Pus to get rid of mucus.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. But okay.
Wait, no. What?
Honey and hot milk? What is milk?
What?
What is milk? Do you really think milk is milk because they say it's milk? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I can't. Yeah. Don't do me. Look, so I have honey right here. You just put it to the back of your throat.
Further. Gag. I'm sorry. That was gross. I'm sorry.
No, it just goes down like really.
Hope my mother's not watching. All right, Tosh, it's time to close out.
Your mom watching me and all my craziness.
It's
brings her back to her younger moments, and she's probably laughing her tail off like,
no.
Tosh just gives me so much love. Hey, Tosh, you're so silly, babe.
Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me just explain to you something right quick. Okay. Let me just explain something to you right quick.
Mm-hmm.
You see that woman right there?
Diva.
No, not diva. That is class. Do you understand? So you're referring to my mother and her days back in the day. It's not cool. Okay. Because my mother was a lady. Okay.
And guess what?
Let's just go on record stating a lady. Okay. Not today's lady.
A classic. Really? Yes.
Classy lady. Okay.
But here's the thing. And this is why the vintage community loves me, because I say the things that, one, they don't say, but it's in their head. And two, when your mother was my age and or younger, she probably wasn't as expressive as I was, probably wanted to be, but wasn't. And so that is why all of my vintage community gravitates to me, because I am the rambunctious, outspoken, colorful little sister that they don't have, and B, I am their inner self in real life.
No, that would be my sister Donna Taylor. Okay,
and that's why I love Donna too.
Just let me tell you right now. Okay? Donna is the 70-year-old version of what you hope to be.
I will be,
because my sister's mouth. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Donna's here. Hi, Donna.
Donna's mouth is priceless. Okay, it's not her mouth; it's the thoughts that come out of her mouth.
Me and Donna are the same person.
Well, what sign are you?
Me, I'm a Taurus.
Oh yeah, well,
yes, I can't hear you. You have to text me. Me and Donna are the same person. Donna is me 30 years into the future, and I am Donna. And I need to probably talk to Donna so she can pull a little bit more colorful. No, I don't need that. I need to stay in my zone. Donna, I am trying to be in the history books like Oprah. Okay. Barbara.
If you need any suggestions or you need help when it comes to coat throat or any sort of astroglide, she would be the person you want to talk to. Okay. Love you, Donna. Love you, Donna.
Yes.
Also, as I said, you guys are.
I'm comfortable right here. You know, I need to tune it up a little bit sometimes, but I know where and when to behave a little. See, Oprah would never, Barbara would never, but because it's a different time, they're like, oh, that's our sister Tasha, that's our sister Natasha Simona. But trust me, I'm gonna be. You flip the page, Barbara Walters. Flip the page, Oprah Winfrey, and you flip the page, Natasha Simona.
Listen, let me tell you who my mother is. My mother never said a curse word.
Are you kidding?
No, she's never said the closest thing she's ever come to saying is sugar, honey, iced tea. Okay.
Oh, mommy.
Yeah, that's the closest thing she's ever said.
But that's good. And that has shaped and molded her to be the lovely, sweet lady that she is today. And that's okay.
Love you guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in on this amazing Sunday evening to the Tash and Chad Live. Tash, it's been a ball. What, you got some house cleaning to do?
No, I was just trying to see what you was going to follow up with that. Tash, it's been a ball. Like we're Lucy and Ethel. Lucy and Ricky, because what? Tosh, it's been a ball. What did we do today that was such a ball? We talked about the industry and the mess, and I got my shit off about that bitch.
Just opening up new wounds, old wounds anyway.
Oh, I'm not opening up nothing. She kind of drags this out. So, it's just a perfect opportunity. But shout out to the room, everybody. I don't have much house cleaning to do. There's not much going on. We are very, very, very fastly approaching the end of the year. We do have some fun stuff in the works for Tash and Chad as we do wrap up this year. I can't speak on it just yet. However,
gassy, uncontrollable urinations.
It is very clear that Vince is watching the show right now, so we don't have to speak about those things.
Can I finish? Gastric issues, dry mouth, cobwebs.
I see what you're doing. You are the biggest hater. That's crazy. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a great week. We do have a show on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you like this. To everybody over here on YouTube watching us, please make sure you like this live before you walk out of here. Just click that like button. If you have been here the whole entire show and you did not click the like button, don't come back. But if you've been here the whole show and you do plan on coming back, please give us a like. Please make sure you follow us so that you can actively participate in the chat. Shout out to all of the chats happening, and shout out to all of the silent watchers. We cherish and value all of you. We are still on this campaign to 500. We would like to reach 500 subscribers so that we can expand and open up the show just a little bit more. Hello. Other than that, if you have any show ideas, if you want to cam up with us, anything you want to do, and you want to just communicate with us, we do have an Instagram page. It is at Tash and Chad on Instagram. And we also have an email. It is hellotashandchad@gmail.com. HELLOTASHANDCHAD@gmail.com. Literally spell it all out. Hello, Tash and Chad@gmail.com. Chad checks that. So please don't try and like talk to me over there. I don't check my DMs.
You see, Mrs. Preston, you're right, and we will get into that on Wednesday. Listen, Tasha had 3 different shows tonight. I didn't know which one we were going with, to be honest with you, when I hit the button. Okay, but yes, we will definitely get into women and their expectations on Wednesday.
Okay, so I started talking about Sean because I had just finished watching it right before we came on the show, and I was concerned. I was clutching my pearls and like sitting like this the whole time because I'm like, Chad is about to pop on the screen in about 6 seconds. Anyway, everybody, this was a fun show. It was a good show. I hope you had a good time. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and do all the things. And we will see you on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm done.
Yo, we love y'all. Love and light.
Good night.
From the east to the west coast, 2 friends who laugh the most. One's the fire, one's the wind. 2 points of view colliding. One stage, one vibe. Tash and Chad, Tash and Chad. Hey. I feel alive. Tash and Chad, feel the beat, let it thrive. Tash and Chad. Oh.